Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you're interested in joining the PRISM SMP server, then click the Discord link in the description to get in contact with me about joining. We're looking for new members, so if you want to play and make some videos with some awesome people, click that link in the description. Now, let's get back to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very first episode on the PRISM SMP server. This is technically not the first episode that's been uploaded onto the channel. I did a little episode 0 thing talking about some of the goals and ambitions that I kind of have for the server and whatnot, and just a little precursor to kind of explain to you guys what I was going to be doing on here and everything and kind of how I ended up in this situation. But today is the first official episode of the series. Yeah, so it's super exciting. I've got a ton of stuff that I need to do and want to do. Firstly, we're going to talk about this right here, our house. I spent the better part of the first week or so of me playing, collecting and building all the stuff for this. As you can see, it was not an easy task to do, especially pre like Elytra and everything. That was also one of the other things I did in the first week. You know, we just went and did some mining, did some in busting and whatnot. Just some stuff that I feel like is pretty standard, you know, when you're gonna be starting off the game and whatnot and getting yourself situated and all that. You know, didn't want to bore y'all with that too much, but as we walk in here to the front of our house, we have, you know, this little we have two separate areas here, right? We have this kitchen area. You know, I was experimenting with some chains hanging here and, you know, some barrels. Kind of have this like a stovetop area. We got our melon in the corner just so it looks nice and proper. A little bit of ambient lighting, a little bit of shrubbery, you know, as you look out this bar. You know, you sit at the bar and you look out this window that's just pointed at a dirt hill. It's kind of it's kind of redundant if you ask me, but it is what it is. You know, we have this little study area. I really like the way this turned out. I like the shrubbery and the and all of this that we added, this shelving, and we have the books here. We have this nice little desk here that overlooks our pond outside. We have this little lectern. We got some Dark Souls lore in here, you know, for some light reading material. But if we pop on over here, this is kind of just a transitional hallway that leads out to the pond. It's it's super interesting. I was kind of experimenting with this when we first settled down in this area. I think you could see it maybe a little bit in the time lapse from episode 0, but there was actually one of the naturally occurring nether portal structures spawned here, and that allowed I basically mined it all out, right? And when I did, it left a bunch of this stone exposed and everything, so that way, you know, because I destroyed the netherrack and whatnot. So I was like, hey, why not turn this into like maybe a little waterfall pond area, you know? And I think it turned out really nice. I like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty natural. I did a little bit of texturing with some blocks and whatnot. I'm not a crazy builder or anything, so a lot of this stuff is new to me. The size of the pond is not it's not huge, you know. This is definitely nothing to the right home about this pond, but it's humble. I'm thinking we get some fish in here, maybe some axolotls, and spruce it up a little. But we have this boundary wall that goes all the way around. Its main purpose is just to keep baddies out of the area. You know, uh, just for just so I don't have any like creepers or anything like walking up into my base, because I really wanted to leave this exposed here. I didn't want to have a door that would just block everything off here. But if we take a right here, we can go over to this section right here, which is the crop farm, right? And this is where we grow our crops, and I got a little water source tucked away here. And yeah, it looks really nice, I think. I like the hanging lanterns that I did. I also really like the roofing that I did over on this part and everything. And then eventually, at some point, when I finally get the gall to, this is going to be an animal pen that will house, maybe some cows, maybe some pigs, something just something a little slight. But as we head on up here, our spiral staircase, we head up into the main living area, and we'll start off here actually in this corner. This is kind of our pseudo enchanting area. I mean, we're probably not gonna be doing much enchanting, so that's why it's not even like a fully set up one. It's a little bit more decorative, but I like the way it looks with the particles and everything. And we got some heads here from some stuff we've killed, and some end rods, just a little bit of ambiance and whatnot. And then we pop over into this room, and then this is like the main bedroom, right? I'm not gonna lie, you know, some of these vines and stuff have grown a little bit more, and so like I feel like there might be a little too much going on in here. I feel like that looks at least a little bit better. But I kind of wanted to go for this kind of like natural ish vibe in this room. Um, might redo some stuff in here, might tone down the shrubbery just a little bit, but I think it looks nice for the time being. And, we can kind of look out this big window here and see outside of our base and whatnot. And then over here is just like our chest with all our items and stuff and how we have them organized for the time being. And yeah, and then we have this nether portal here. This leads to our nether roof, as you can see. If I pop one through here, and we've done nothing over here in the nether, as far as nether highway, anything like that. Eventually we're gonna get to that, so that way we can spruce things up and make them look a little bit nicer. But yeah, I also have this open here like this is kind of like a multi-purpose like runway kind of thing. So like I think it's really nice that I can just like pop out of the base and then like fly out, and then if I want to go back in, I can just fly back in real quick and be inside our base. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We've done some decent stuff with this. We've been focused on building primarily, so in the resource department, we are not the wealthiest. The other thing is kind of, I want to get some infrastructure around us, and the reason being for that is that we're actually doing a really interesting thing with the way our shopping is going to work. The shopping district slash, where we sell our items. If you've ever watched another SMP server where, they sell stuff and then people trade items. Like one person will have a farm that farms like mangrove wood, and then somebody will pay them diamonds so they don't have to go mine mangrove wood. Stuff like that. And the interesting thing that we're doing in this series is that we've come up with a system that is going to utilize guilds, which is super neat. So they've been organized into a couple of categories and whatnot, and based on the guild that you're a part of or in, and you can be part of multiple guilds, I'm pretty sure, for the time being, unless we get a lot of people and then it doesn't warrant that. But once you're in a guild, basically, you have free reign to sell what that guild is permitted, right? So it's a combination aspect of like, so like in the most recent season of Hermitcraft, they're doing the permits, right? So basically, we've taken that idea of the permit system and we've applied it to these guilds. So it's kind of like the guilds have the permit to sell the certain item or whatnot, you know? And I feel like this is a really interesting concept because one, it kind of allows us to, I'm not going to say like allows us to, but like it really makes us focus on collaborating with each other, which I think is really crucial and nice. I mean, not to say that we wouldn't do that anyway, but I feel like it necessarily like makes us, you know, kind of collaborate because there's obviously going to be more than like one person in a guild, you know, and it also allows for some really interesting stuff too, because we've kind of established too that for the guild to be set up and start selling items, the guild has to actually build a guild hall, you know, kind of like a place you report to and talk to people in and hang out and, you know, organize your projects and everything. And so I think that's going to be really interesting too, provide us with a lot of interesting opportunities to do some cool builds that maybe won't exactly fit within our specific domain of like what we're trying to do this season, you know. I'm trying to do the dark fantasy themed underground city type thing, you know, and our guild hall that I might help build or help work on or whatnot might not reflect that. So I feel like that also creates a really interesting kind of like subset of tasks to do. But I'm super excited for it. Everybody has started kind of pushing out their videos and stuff, and so it's really the hype around this is really starting to build for me. Like I'm really getting into it. I'm loving playing some vanilla Minecraft again for the first time. There's so much that I am learning from the last time that I played vanilla. It's been like literally 4 or 5 years since I've done like a full playthrough of vanilla Minecraft, and even then, like I wasn't doing any crazy technical work or anything like that. But yeah, so one of the things that I want to get going in this episode is hopefully we're gonna get an iron farm set up, and maybe with that, that means that we might need a villager breeder, you know? We might have to do that too. And those are two things that I technically don't know. Like I don't know how to do those off the top of my head, you know? So I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to talk with some people, maybe figure out some stuff from some of the other members. But I also think too that at some point we're gonna go explore a little, go see some of the farms that some of the other members have set up. I'm already kind of planning to do so with one of the guys on here and kind of get a rundown for some of the infrastructure that we got going on. And then we'll maybe go visit some of the centralized buildings that are already starting to pop up for the server. I know that a town hall is in the middle of being built, right? Like I'm pretty sure it's in the works of being built, and that's kind of going to be where the guilds and stuff are established and everything. And I also know there's like a central kind of like city district thing where like the shopping district is going to be. So yeah, we'll probably get a chance to check that out and everything, and it'll be super cool. So I'm excited for it. And yeah, guys, let's get into some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. So I think the first thing I'm going to want to do is dig a little basement layer underneath our base, and I think for that we're going to need a beacon. So let's go ahead and kill a wither and then clear a large section underneath our base for our villager breeder. So yeah. Okay, so I just got this underground area dug out, and I'm pretty happy with the size of it as of right now. Might go down further in the future, But this is where our villager breeder is going to be housed and everything like that. If we come down here, we can look at just some of this, you know, like I didn't want to go too deep because I didn't want to be too excessive. This took about 3 hours to dig all this out. So not too bad, but also nothing really time consuming also at the same time. So I think now our objective is to go get some villagers and bring them over to where we're going to have things set up. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on that and then have our villager breeder made. So yeah, folks, let's get that going. So right now we're just moving some villagers and everything. This is a pretty annoying process, but luckily for us, there was a village somewhat nearby, so that's pretty cool and everything like that. I already built us a railway, so that'll be handy. We just have to kind of hop across the pond here and throw them into our setup for how we're going to transport them over to our hole. So yeah, this is the difficult part here, having to get them out of this boat and everything, because typically they want to run off after you do this. So this guy is being so tricky. Come on now. I hate moving in these boats. Okay, now we just have to position this boat in this hole and then surround it with some of these leaf blocks so that way we don't suffocate the villager. And then we'll finally be able to throw them on the minecart and start pushing them on the rail. So I got all the villagers moved down here and everything, and I got them both set up as farmers. I moved 2 of them and set up this simple villager breeder here with these carrots and everything. The baby villagers try to get to one of these beds, right? And then they fall down this trap door, and then they fall into this system down here with the water and everything. And then we can just minecart them out. As you can see, we have a lot, because this has been running for quite some time now. But yeah, that's a really interesting, you know, kind of setup for this villager breeder. I had never made one of these before, and this was a pretty cool process to learn how to do. It went fairly smoothly, not too many hiccups, just had a weird thing where one of the guys, their workstation was still set in the village, so I had to wait a little bit to kind of reset that and everything. But for the most part, it's been working really good. So we definitely have like all these villagers now down here at our disposal. So I think what I want to do next is head over to an island that I found, and I think I want to clear out the top of it, or clear off the surface of it, you know, of all the trees and bamboo and everything. So that way I can start forming a guild hall there. Maybe for the Carpenters Guild or something, since we're in the jungle. But yeah, we're gonna head on over there now and get started on that clearing process. So this here is the island. As you can see down below me, it's got a lot of trees and bamboo still on it, taking up space and everything. So kind of what we're going to be doing over the next little time lapse, little period or whatnot, is just getting rid of all this stuff. I think this island has the potential to look really good if we pop over into free cam here. Like, as you can see, it's surrounded by this river. It's all natural and everything. So once we clear all the trees and stuff off the top, it'll give us a nice area to build and to work on, you know, potentially a future guild hall and everything. So yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and get to work on that. And y'all should be seeing some footage of that soon. So yeah, see you in a little bit. Okay, everyone. I've been working on this now for a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with where we are. One thing I didn't kind of show in the time lapse is I lowered this grass here, or this dirt, probably by another like 2 or 3 blocks. I think it looks a little bit nicer that way than kind of where I left it and everything. And then also this area down here, I kind of cleared out a little bit. When I say cleared out, I mean like flattened and everything. You can see the grass is still waiting to grow back and all that fun stuff. But I think what we're going to do now is maybe head over to our friend Cypher's base and maybe get into some shenanigans with him, because I have a interesting business proposition that I've thought up of while I was digging all this out and everything. So yeah, we're going to head over there, see what he's doing. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when I'm on my way over there. Thinking we might take our trusty camel, just to spice things up a little bit. So yeah, see you on a few. Oh wow. Oh no. Need to cross the river. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Mr. Cypher. This is our first encounter here.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I noticed you have a little friend there.
Yeah. Don't have a name for him yet, but decided I would ride him over here as a way of introducing a proposal I have for you as my neighbor here to the south.
Ouch. All right, what's up?
Nothing much. So, as you may have noticed, I think you needed it as well. But as you may have noticed, we're trying to get these guilds and everything going.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, because we need Region to still build the town hall and everything. But I was hoping, that maybe I could come over here and make a business proposal to you, because the baseline is this, okay? A lot of people in this server need dirt, okay?
Yeah.
You picking up what I'm putting down here?
We're gonna get our hands a little dirty, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some real dirty business is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And I don't know what jurisdiction that would fall under in this guild list that we've already that we've already established. I don't know if it would fall under. I think the Masons would be like the closest to it, but I also don't know, which makes me think a little bit if there isn't a guild for this, a little untapped market, little underground, little some dirty business if you're picking up what I'm putting down here.
Dirty business for dirty diamonds. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. Sort of a black market.
Yeah. The dirty market. Right.
Yes.
Now obviously, we got to keep this on wraps, because eventually there's going to be a courthouse and everything, and we don't want to end up having the book thrown at us.
Right, true.
So I'm going to get my people together. This guy right here. And just thinking, I don't know if you've seen it or not, how far you've flown towards my base or not, but there's kind of like, do you see that like little island like in between? It's like in the center of this body of water in the jungle there, right?
I do see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of establishing a little hideout over there for this dirty business that we're potentially pursuing here. Something discreet, but also, that sets us up and establishes us as a legitimate business. As legitimate as we can be. So if at any point you want to pop over there, I'm gonna be working over there, and keep this on the DL between me and you. You know, obviously we're gonna be selling our dirt to our clients and whatnot, but can't get the government involved. Gonna
Yeah,
be
dirt. I've never heard of dirt,
yeah,
ever. Not even this stuff.
yeah, because these are gonna be untaxed diamonds.
Right.
Because we don't fall under guild jurisdiction with this. So, just saying.
Okay. All right. Hey, speaking of businesses, hold on. I actually do need this dirt, so hang on. But if you want to follow me real quick,
Mm-hmm.
you visited me and left some diamonds for paper, right? For rockets. And you had
Yes.
mentioned that you had the gunpowder farm, and I thought, well, that's like one half of a rocket right there. So I actually made this paper factory. It's
Mm.
very, very slow, but if ever you're thinking like you need to grab some paper, I don't
You
really
know,
have a fence post or anything.
it's crazy you say that. Actually, I was in the need for some paper. I was just about to throw down some sugar cane like a plebeian.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much in here, but I've got plenty for my needs, so you're welcome to hop in. It's a little vacant in here, but all you need to know is it goes through a process. The
Mm-hmm.
process then mechanizes it. There's some gears, some steam, and then there's paper in here.
Mm. Some real paper pressing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a. I love this build. I like what you've done here. This looks so
Thank
good.
you. I'm glad. This palette is one that I go back and forth between like enjoying the looks of and hating, but the whole thing is
Yeah.
Mediterranean style, so the buildings will be very pale and boring. The colors and foliage will be what pops.
Mm. I feel like it works though. It looks really good. I like this too. These little sidings over here with the vines.
Yeah. I was trying to think like how can you make a lattice in Minecraft, and
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of the closest I got.
Yeah. You got any plans for any base type thing or
Yeah, well,
whatnot?
so it's funny you say that. So like the Mediterranean style, right? I'm gonna be doing like a whole city that feels like well, instead of Costa Rica, I'm calling it Costa Sol, like, the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Um so we're gonna do kind of like a Mardi Gras style, have some docks over here by the ocean with a Ferris wheel and whatnot.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
We're gonna host
I'm
some fiestas.
heck yeah, dude. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going for a complete. I would say the complete opposite, the complete contrast to that. I'm
Oh geez.
making, I'm making like this horrible, disgusting, like just dark city. It's gonna be a real bad place to live, if that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
definitely would not want to live there, but I think it'll be interesting because I want to just I just want to mess around with a really dark palette, like, you know what I mean? And
I hear
I
you.
could go
Yeah.
like evil or whatnot, but I kind of think the grungy look will look a little bit better, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna have to get on up over here and do some of them fiestas.
Oh, we definitely will. I think I just need a little bit more space, and it's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of terraforming, right? Because this does not look like Mediterranean style temperate climate, so I got to work on that.
Well, I'm gonna get to work on that. If you ever want to pop over, say hi. Feel free to. We are in. Now that I have you agreeing to this, that you are involved with the dirty business, you're now in. So there's
Sweet.
no getting out of this. Like, this is life now. The dirt has chose you, and you said yes to the dirt. So don't forget that.
This is great. I've never been chosen before, so to be chosen by
Yeah,
dirt is a really super
yeah,
good feeling.
yeah, yeah. So what's it called? I'm gonna get to work on the dirty business. You'll be receiving some intel soon. That's all I'm gonna say. But be on the lookout for it. And I already told you the spot to meet when
Yeah.
it will be referred to as the spot. So just letting you know.
And
I
this
have to
stays
now take
between
this.
us, right?
Yeah, exactly, between us. And
Okay.
now I have to take this camel all the way back. It was not fun bringing it over here through the forest. So, wish me luck.
Safe travels.
Well, folks, as you can see, we've engaged now in some dirty business with our friend Cypher. I don't know what this means for the future. I don't know the legal obligations that we've now imposed on ourselves by, dealing with this dirty business that is going to be tax free. But I see a great potential here for some marketing in our dirt. But yeah, folks, I'm thinking now that is probably a good wrapping up point on our first episode here. We kind of did a lot of different things, a lot of fun things, made some interesting business deals with our friend Cypher over at his base and everything like that. So, yeah, guys, as always, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if there's anything you want to see for the series or any build ideas or anything like that. Just any general commentary on what we're doing here. And again, I probably am going to have it at the beginning of the video, but if you're interested in joining us and making some videos, the requirements are not very strict as far as like actually making the videos. It's just like once a month type deal and everything like that. So yeah, hit up the Discord link in my bio to get in contact with me, and I'll put you in contact with the right people to get signed up for the server. But yeah, folks, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.